StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between our visitors and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Taylor. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing on first down. Clark. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Clark throwing on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now Clark to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Lucky 56. Over.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running, I think that, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Clark now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He got 29 yards that time. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to throw. Clark. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Raekwon McMillan able to drop him for a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do? But having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Corey Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. Letting one go deep. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Clark on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they wrap. Off a big one. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Clark throwing on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Clark. Going to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll rifle, and it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And it's fielded at the 34. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Clark to throw on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Bud Dupree in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Taylor. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Clark now. A final shot before break. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've hit halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Clark finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. And they'll run it here. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Clark throwing on 3rd and long. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A second nice move, a spin. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
I got 15. Me.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This is Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Clark looking to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And the pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame. And anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now they try the right side here. Down right around the 25. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw. Clark looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Clark throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Flex round! Ohio! Flex round!
Here's Clark throwing on 4th down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Clark to throw. To throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Clark now throwing on 3rd and long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Leopard! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. There he goes left side. And this will be a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Gun, gun!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
you.